I'm going to be spending 24 hours as Tanjiro in a Roblox Demon Fall for a small price of my entire bank account. We managed to end up on Kamado. We don't look like Tanjiro. He doesn't have facial hair. And his eyes are... That looks about right. Kind smile like that. Okay. Male. This is my Tanjiro. What do you think? Cool, right? You know, fun fact. I'm like a real noob at this game. My family, man. Oh, goddamn. Little does this demon know that I'm the main character. Alright, let's go. Oh, I missed! Get me out, get me out! Stay in the corner, bro. It's over. Don't walk on the bodies, don't walk on the bodies. Goodbye, uncle. Oh, what do we have something already. I think we have Hinokami Kagura then, right? See, I've never had Kamado before, so I have no idea how this works. So if I go into my inventory, do I have clothes? I do! Whoa, look how cool I am! I look so sick. Maybe I should have wore something black underneath, actually. Probably would look cooler. Oh well, it's fine. I hear people fighting Kageko over there, but I don't think we're ready for that just yet. When I reached the village, I had to speak to this person called Hayaka or something, who spoke about how she feels bad for me and stuff, and then told me the whereabouts of some demon slayers who could teach me different breathing techniques. Afterwards, I tried like just practicing my sword skills against some demon slayers. Was kind of getting slapped. Crap, they're reading me, I did manage to kill them, but I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do in this game. Should I have killed those two? I feel like I shouldn't do that being a kid with a rusty sword. And then after that, I went around looking for like trinkets and rings and whatnot so I could sell them. I'm getting followed around. Please, you expect too much from me and I'm a little noob. But yeah, the reason I'm looking for like trinkets and rings is in this game, you can like grab them, find them, and then sell them to a shopkeeper or something, or like a merchant who'll give you money for it. Wait, how do I have 17 skill points? Level 18, since when? When have I had this? I haven't got breathing. Should I wait until I get breathing? I ended up putting it in body training, endurance, health, and then kendo basic. Ah, fellas, what do you need?
I'm your dad.
Hey, Dan. While I had this chance, I had to try to get some information about, you know, money, like the underclothing that different demon slayers are wearing somehow, which I had no idea about. And I got some answers, so it wasn't too bad.
Final exam.
I went and sold my trinkets, and I didn't make as much money as I thought I would, so I was a bit disappointed. But I then found someone using like some I'm not sure what breathing this is. I think it's maybe love or insect breathing. But I did not want to get on this guy's bad side, so I decided I'd just put the guy he killed down so he could, you know, finish him off. Welcome, stranger. I'm selling weapon parts to tooth. Yeah, nah, calm it. I carried on just getting trinkets and rings for the longest time. God, we are stinking poor. My lord. And to relieve some stress, I just went to go kill some demon slayers, which I nearly died by the way, but luckily I found out after a while that you can like buy soup, whatnot, and that like slowly regens your health. I then devoted myself for a bit to just completely trying to learn like how to use a sword in this game, so I thought it'd be kind of useful. I mean, it's definitely going to be useful, and it wasn't. I didn't think it was too bad. Like, I thought I was doing pretty good, so I headed on out of the village and found like this place called Frosty Cavern or something, which was like an entire cave filled with demons. So I didn't feel bad about training, and it was good training too, so it was pretty worthwhile, and I wasn't doing too bad, honestly. This guy though, he was by far the craziest demon I fought, but I took him down because I am Tanjiro after all. And honestly, the combat in this game is really sick. This is my first time playing it properly, and I was just loving the entire thing. And I'm pretty sure because I was fighting here, I ended up leveling up quite I think maybe once or twice, I believe. But I know I came out of this just knowing like the combat system way more than I did about like actually leveling up my guy. And eventually I decided I'd leave and go to a new village just to try and like understand what's in this like game. And I was not greeted very nicely. But don't worry, I took him down, I put him in the back of like this cabin thing so he could think about what he did. I went to this bar thing which looked like an absolute Jump Force crossover, and then got greeted by this angry old woman. I may or may not have been absolutely overpowered, but best believe I didn't go down without a fight. I was doing pretty good. There was like these counter things you can do. If you block at the exact right time, you can like kick the person hitting you away. But the breathing was just too strong. I couldn't do anything about it. I had a decent amount of demon, I think they're called their demon horns, and I wanted to try and see if they sold for a lot, since they are demon horns, so I assumed at this point they would sell for a meaty price. So I went to the Slayer Court, which took a long time by the way, found this guy on like a bench, was like, yo, take the demon horns, and while I was sitting there all excited, I was gravely disappointed. But luckily you can reset your character so you don't have to wait like 36 years and a half to get home. I ended up being teleported to the start of the village. I had to go back to the same village that before, and then I ran to this place because the word on the street is that this place like gives you really good, I think it's a diamond or like a gem or something. I never got it. I had to like keep resetting my person and then running back. But I did find my second ever breather, if it's a player I guess, and he was pretty cool. I didn't think he did anything, but He definitely flexed on me, so that was alright. But selling stuff, I was making money. I was so goddamn rich. I was making so much money to the point where I had enough to buy water breathing. Since if you don't know, it's 2,000 to learn water breathing, I believe. So I immediately started reading the signs on where I had to go, and I'm very good at directions. Oh crap, I'm lost. Okay, I think this is the right place. I had to do a bit of parkour to get to the top, but don't worry, I'm a parkour legend. Oh, hello. Go water breathing. Are you here to learn this art? I am. I absolutely hated this. Oh, I even see it, man. Oh my god. Why is it there? I'm gonna. That didn't hit me. Oh my god, that was nowhere near. I was so happy that was over. It took me more than 2 days, by the way. I watched this guy getting beat up by 2 demons. I just watched with like an absolute grin on my face. I just smacked this. Really? This is gonna take ages, right? I got it done eventually. You could also buy like this piece of clothing for 500, which if you can't recognize is the clothing that Tanjiro wore before the final selection, but for some reason I couldn't use the breathing. Apparently you have to hold G, and that like, you like breathe, and then if you click like the keybinds, you do start and move, and I looked so sick. The moves look so good. They're so good. They're just sick.
Have you passed the exams? You look pretty canon BTW.
I replied, nope, only just learned water breathing.
Okay, wanna pass it with me?
I replied, sure.
I just learned.
So I ran to whereabouts the final selection was going to be with my new best friend, and I was feeling pretty confident because he was I think he was a flame breather. I was a water breather. We were like yin and yang, and we were doing bits at the start. And this final selection, like this specific one, I think is the most fun I think I've ever had on Roblox. It was so good. It was intense. It was just cool seeing all the different moves and whatnot. And this guy was just like, we were just playing off each other so well. It felt amazing. A flame breather, water breather, just taking down demons. This was my first blood demon I think we fought. And we both took him down. He let me get the kill, which I thought was so nice of him. So yeah, I was just having a whale of a time. It was so much fun. And eventually, the blue demon, the strongest demon and the oldest demon in this place, appeared. It was like a movie scene. It was so cool. So we had to take him down, and I was so scared. Like, he domed me in the head a couple times. He threw my friend around, and I decided to pull out the sun breathing because this guy was strong. And it didn't even take him down first time. He managed to survive the sun breathing, so I had to keep hitting him and hitting him and hitting him, and it was so good. It was so much fun, and I was so close to dying a couple times, and so was my friend. So it was pretty rough. At one point, he domed me so hard, gravity just turned off. But luckily, I managed to catch myself with a tree, and I walked down and decided to keep helping my friend, and we were playing off each other so well, like doing different combos. I did get thrown, which is kind of funny, but I managed to survive it. I threw a water wheel at him, he threw his fire wheel at him, and eventually we took him down, and he let me have the demon's horn. He's so nice, and it was so, he's so cool as well. Like the things he said were like one-liners. It was so sick. There was like a group of demons coming up, and the sun breathing looked so cool because we just did so much damage to them straight away. We took them all down, but my heart shattered because I saw my friend get eaten by a demon, and this was the last time I ever saw that man. I never saw him again, and I wasn't able to survive because I ran out of soup, and I slowly was killed myself. But best believe I ain't giving up. I bought some soup, and my friend who decided to play alongside me ended up getting a Shibira, so he played as Inosuke while I was Tanjiro, so we decided we build up as Inosuke to get beast breathing, make him really strong, then we ourselves would take on final selection. So we started our own little adventure.
CZ and I have 200 yen PLS.
I replied with stinking poor.
Oh, so take this.
I don't know how this makes any sense, but with said money, we could like buy enough meat so that our friend here could buy Inosuke's beast breathing. He was a bit weird whereabouts he was. He was just on some random rock in this green area, just doing the orange justice. So each of their own, I suppose. But what's cool about getting beast breathing is that you can hold 2 swords. Like he looks so sick. He looks sick, to be fair. We look so sick. We hit the Frosty Caverns again so we could try and get some more levels and just like understand how using swords and whatnot in this game works, just like the way I did before. Oh, there's this bag of soup you're getting right now. Hope you enjoy it. Hey man. We tried to take on Kagura and I was no help. I had literally spent half the fight on my face, man. With the skill points from Kagura, I bought lunge for 2 points, and then we decided to go find the final selection ourselves, just like my friend before did for me. Though we encountered a demon and I basically did none of the work, so it was good to see that my friend Inosuke was able to fight for himself. We found this like play demon and my friend responded with instant like smoke, so luckily he didn't even try to fight us. Just pick up the meat, dude. Alright, 4 more to go. Eventually we found final selection ourselves, and unlike last time, this final selection, I had confidence before, but now I had no doubt in my mind that we wouldn't finish this place off. And I was right to think so, because fighting this final selection with Inosuke felt like an absolute landslide. Like, I feel like I have plot armor right now. Like, I don't think I went below half health or even came close to it. Luckily for us though, the blue demon just didn't appear at all. But honestly, lucky for us? I don't think so. I think it's lucky for the blue demon because we would have smacked him so hard. Like, we did bits in this final selection. It was so good. It was so good. Like, we did so good. In fact, I was worrying about looking cool while fighting than even like trying to survive. I just wanted to learn how to use all my moves because it was just that easy. And it was, yeah, pretty good. Eventually, after some decent teamwork, me and my friend completed the final selection. We beat the exam and we were being welcomed into the Slayer Corps. So we get our uniform and we'd be able to get like a new sword and whatnot. And I was pretty excited, to be honest. And finally, after 24 hours of demon form, I was now a full-fledged demon slayer. Slayer Nichiren. Yeah, I got Nichiren sword. And my sword's black. After becoming a demon slayer, I moved my way back to the starter village to talk to Hayaka, who spoke about fighting another demon. Lower Moon 5, huh? But for this, I think we need Zenitsu.